will ruin the strategy.
37 laps out front, and it looks as though a caution will come out as Greg Biffle slams the right side of his car into the wall.
That is a heavy impact right there.
A lot of damage to the right side of that car. It happens quickly here at Indianapolis. You're carrying so much speed through these 90-degree turns. Take a look up against the wall already. The 16 of Greg Biffle bringing out just the second caution of the day at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And Gamble trying to get a win here by stealing a win if you come to pit road early.
And it's not just Jimmy Johnson, the car that just got lapped. We are close. No.
Into the wall, it's a 23. David Reagan. That will bring the caution out. See, the left rear tire is down. Third caution of the day comes out. There could be some spring rubbers that have come out of that car. Take a look at what happened.
You see his hands out the window. He knew he had a problem. Came off turn one, had a problem up in the marbles, but most likely
left rear tire was down.
Sure.
And into the wall goes David Reagan, bringing out the third caution. That will reset the field. You guys mentioned restarts. They'll be coming up next. Not a good restart for Martin Truex Jr. He falls back all the way to fourth. And around goes the 19. Carl Edwards hard into the wall. 31 also around. The 12 or the 2 of Brad Keselowski connected. Danica Patrick in the 10 also involved.
We're back to 43.
Ryan Blaney, I believe the 21, may have been caught up.
19 just gets up the racetrack. I don't know if he got loose, got tight, got into the side of 31, and behind that it's just on.
He had mentioned earlier that his car got really tight on the last restart. When we saw him go off the racetrack, you wonder if it leads with the nose. It's hard to tell. Definitely gets into 31's left rear quarter panel. Nothing he could do. But how about Kevin Harvick? Hard right-hand turn, gut by the spinning 31.
That was a big hit for Carl Edwards. That was a hard hit. And also, you know, about the 4 right behind the 19. Remember, when you get that close to another car, you're pulling the air off of that car. So you're taking a lot of downforce away from that car. You have a car on the outside of you, a car underneath, in front of you. All those things make your car very, very difficult to drive. And he already had trouble on the restart before. He said his car did not turn well at all. You take the aerodynamics away from the car.
The 19 just comes up the racetrack. You hear the throttle control. Kevin Harvick does a nice job not running into it. Displayed. The field's been stopped. This is another onboard right here with Ryan Blaney. Just nowhere to go. A heavy impact.
That hurts. You see him holding his left arm. You see him clenching his left fist.
Very hard contact for Carl Edwards.
That's restarts. If you
get out in front and try to put distance between himself and the field. Oh, around goes the 6. Trevor Bayne into the inside wall. The 15 of Clint Boyer also. Caution is out. They didn't get back to the white. We will now have overtime. In the 6. Free pass.
So Trevor Bayne trying to block Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer had a run on him. Trevor Bayne trying to block him. Not going well with either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, I know they're racing hard, but with only 6 cars 1 lap down, both of these cars are 1 lap down. These are the decisions that Trevor Bayne has to make better decisions to block. But he runs the 15. You see all the way to the grass. Clint Boyer could get out of the gas, but why should he? He feels he's inside the 6.
Sponsored by Credit One. And around goes the 1 of Jamie McMurray. He'll slide back up the racetrack. Caution is out again. 44 of Brian Scott, the 3 of...
Past the start-finish line, looking to enter turn 1, and it just takes a hard left. I don't know if he thinks he was going to be clear in front of the 14, Jeff, but the 1 takes a hard left across the right front fender of Tony Stewart, sending the 1 down to the access road, really.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to hit really hard right here. I thought he kind of got lucky, but as he comes across the racetrack, he gets in the side of the 31. Had the 31 not been there, he would have hit the wall much harder, in my opinion. So I thought he kind of went through there unscathed, but look at the trying to get in front of the 14. He saw that hole, just misjudged it a little bit. Contact.
You know, but you do have a point. Was it flat? Is that what made the one turn left? Or
he just saw the hole. He saw the hole and went for it. You know, he sees it, he goes into it. 14 coming. That's right at the braking zone, too. Okay? So 14's going to break or not, you know, as far as where he.
And recognizing the fans here in Indianapolis who have been so good to both these drivers.
Yeah, I think recognizing the fans, but all.
And that is very close. A little too close for the 18. How about that save? If
He's going to give him the line, but he never gave it to him. So he entered turn 2, and I don't think that Patrick ever knew he was there. He started coming down on him. So, you know, I don't know if that's an issue. Spotter, it's hard to spot here. Right. It's hard to see. We haven't seen Pat. I mean, he moved up the racetrack, but then he came down and put Kyle on the spot where, you know, all he could do was try to get the car slowed down to keep from getting in a wreck. So
caution-free race. Whoa, and around goes the 20. As quickly as we say that, the caution will come out.
I saw it spark, Rick. I wonder if that damage didn't finally cut down the right rear tire as quick as
spark right there. Obviously the tire is down. I mean, he blew a right front as he turned into turn
right
1
rear.
in Indy. I'm sorry, right rear. Thank you. And what an amazing job. He's wide open in the throttle right here. Just he's in the gas as hard as he can be, and that drove the car off the wall. That's a great job.
That's amazing. Look at how sideways that car is, and he's, as you mentioned, so hard on the gas to keep it away from the wall.
And look at the wheels turned to the right, but the second it started back, he got him turned back left. Had he not, that thing.
Pretty good gap over Kyle Larson. Even on the pressure tires, and around goes the 07. He the 13 into the wall. Caution will come out again. Ray Black Jr. in the
on the entrance to turn 2. Contact right there.
Ray Black Jr. hit the 4.
Yeah, now he's just long for the ride. 13 comes in and T-bones him.
right in the driver's door. That's never an area you want to see another car get hit. NASCAR's done a lot of work in that area over the years. They've added some steel plate to try to prevent intrusions into the cockpit, some energy absorbent foam, a lot of safety additions to this car.
You can tell how hard of a hit. Lifted the 07 right up off the ground.
Yeah, that interior wall has a safer barrier on it, so although it wasn't a heavy contact in the interior wall, it still has a safer barrier.
And that proves
much less.
Well, you have to have safer barrier anywhere, because I'm not sure